Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel name. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest real estate tips and insights. Today, we're diving into an important topic for all homeowners and future buyers. What to do if your new home turns out to be a lemon. Alright, so first things first, before you panic, take a deep breath. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but taking a moment to center yourself can make a world of difference. Now, let's get organized. Grab all the paperwork associated with your home purchase. This might seem like a daunting task, but having everything in one place will make the process much smoother. This includes your purchase agreement, inspection reports, and any warranties that came with the property or appliances. These documents are crucial as they contain all the details about your home and any agreements made during the purchase. You're looking for specific clauses related to disclosures, repairs, or seller responsibilities. Pay close attention to the fine print. Sometimes the most important information is hidden in the details. For example, did the seller fail to disclose a known foundation issue? This could be a significant problem that needs immediate attention. Was there a warranty offered on the roof that's now leaking? Knowing this can save you a lot of money and stress. Understanding your contractual rights is super important for the next steps. These rights can protect you and provide a course of action if something goes wrong. Now, if you were smart about it, you opted for a home warranty when you bought the place. This warranty can cover a range of issues, from electrical problems to plumbing mishaps. If you have a home warranty, now is the time to contact the company. They can guide you through the process of filing a claim and getting the necessary repairs done. Make sure to take detailed notes during your conversation. Write down the names of the people you speak with, the dates, and any important information they provide. Keep track of all deadlines and follow up as needed. Missing a deadline can delay the process and cause additional stress. Finally, keep all your documents organized and easily accessible. A well-organized file system can save you time and headaches in the long run. By staying organized and understanding your paperwork, you'll be better prepared to handle any issues that come your way. Remember, knowledge is power, and being informed is your best defense. This next step is crucial, guys, and it's something I can't stress enough. Document everything. I'm talking about taking detailed photos and videos of all the problems you're experiencing. The more evidence you have, the stronger your case will be if you need to take legal action or file insurance claims. Don't just rely on your memory. Get those visuals. Next up, get those repair estimates rolling. Now it's time to confront the issue head-on and contact the seller. This step is crucial in resolving any disputes or misunderstandings you may have encountered. Remember, communication is key here, but you want to keep it professional and non-confrontational. A well-crafted message can set the tone for a constructive dialogue. The last thing you want is to escalate the situation into a shouting match. Emotional outbursts can derail the conversation and make it harder to reach a resolution. Start by sending a formal letter or email outlining the issues you've discovered and attaching copies of your documentation, including photos, repair estimates, and any relevant sections of your purchase agreement or warranties. This shows that you are serious and have done your homework. In the letter, clearly state your desired outcome. Whether it's a refund, repair, or some other form of compensation, make sure your request is clear and justified. Are you looking for the seller to cover the repair costs? If so, provide detailed estimates and invoices to support your claim. Are you seeking a price reduction? If that's the case, explain why you believe a reduction is warranted and how you arrived at the new price. Be specific and reasonable with your demands. Vague or unrealistic requests can lead to further complications and delays. Remember, the goal is to find a solution that works for both parties. A win-win situation is always the best outcome, as it leaves both sides satisfied and maintains a positive relationship. It's also a good idea to keep a cool head during this process. Staying calm and composed will help you think clearly and respond effectively to any counter-arguments or offers from the seller. Once you receive a response from the seller, review it carefully. Take note of any points of agreement or disagreement and prepare your next steps accordingly. If the seller agrees to your terms, make sure to get everything in writing. If not, consider negotiating further or seeking mediation if necessary. Ultimately, the aim is to resolve the issue amicably and move forward. With patience and professionalism, you can achieve a satisfactory resolution. Okay, so let's say you've tried communicating with the seller, but you're not getting anywhere. They're either ignoring your calls, denying responsibility, or just being plain difficult. This is where it's time to bring in the big guns, a real estate attorney. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lawyers are expensive, and you're right, they can be. But sometimes hiring an attorney is the smartest financial decision you can make, especially if you're dealing with a significant financial loss because of the home's defects. All right, so you've consulted with an attorney, and it looks like taking legal action might be necessary. But before you go full-blown lawsuit, which can be costly and time-consuming, consider alternative dispute resolution methods like mediation or arbitration. Mediation involves a neutral third party who helps facilitate communication and negotiation between you and the seller. The mediator's role is to guide the conversation, help both sides understand each other's perspectives, and ultimately try to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. It's a less formal and often less expensive alternative to going to court. While you're exploring legal options, don't forget about your homeowner's insurance policy. It's time to pull out that policy and see if any of the defects you're dealing with are covered. Now, I know what you're thinking. Insurance is for sudden accidents, not pre-existing problems. And while that's generally true, there are some exceptions. For example, if the previous owner hid evidence of a leaky roof that's now causing water damage, your insurance company might cover the cost of repairs. It all depends on the specific terms and conditions of your policy. Chapter 7. DIY or don't DIY. Repairing the issues yourself. Now, let's say the defects you're dealing with are relatively minor, or you're just the handy type who prefers to tackle things yourself. In some cases, repairing the issues yourself can be a cost-effective solution, especially if you're confident in your DIY skills. However, before you break out the toolbox, it's essential to consider a few things. Chapter 8. Cutting your losses, selling a lemon. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the defects are just too severe, or the situation with the seller is too much of a headache to deal with. In these cases, selling the home, even if it means taking a loss, might be the best option for your peace of mind and financial well-being. Now, I know selling a home with known defects can be challenging, but it's not impossible. The key is transparency. When you list your home for sale, be upfront and honest with potential buyers about the issues. Chapter 9. Last resorts, buybacks, settlements, and relocation. All right, let's talk about the last resort options. The nuclear options, if you will, when dealing with a lemon of a house. These are the steps you take when all other avenues have been exhausted, and you're left with no other choice but to consider more drastic measures. These are situations where the problems are so severe or the seller is so unwilling to cooperate that you're left with very few choices. Imagine discovering that your dream home is riddled with issues like faulty wiring, a leaky roof, or even structural damage. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are significant problems that can make living in the house unbearable and unsafe. One option is to negotiate a buyback or settlement with the seller. This is where you sit down with the seller and try to come to an agreement that benefits both parties. It's not an easy conversation, but it's a necessary one if you want to move forward. This essentially means that the seller agrees to buy back the property from you, usually at a negotiated price that reflects the cost of repairs or the diminished value of the home due to the defects. This can be a lengthy process involving appraisals, inspections, and a lot of back-and-forth negotiations. But if successful, it can provide a way out of a bad situation. This option can be challenging, as sellers are often reluctant to buy back a property they've just sold. They may argue that the issues aren't as severe as you claim, or that they weren't aware of them at the time of sale. This is where having thorough documentation and possibly even legal representation can be crucial. Another option is to seek relocation assistance. This can come in various forms, such as financial help to cover the costs of moving to a new home, or even assistance in finding a new place to live. Relocation assistance can be a lifeline for those who find themselves in an unlivable situation and need to move quickly. It's important to explore all your options and understand the terms and conditions that come with this type of assistance. In some cases, relocation assistance might be part of a settlement agreement with the seller, or it could be offered by local government programs aimed at helping homeowners in distress. Either way, it's a route worth considering if staying in your current home is no longer viable. Ultimately, the goal is to find a solution that allows you to move on from a problematic property and start fresh in a new home. While these last resort options can be stressful and time-consuming, they offer a way to resolve a difficult situation and regain peace of mind. Outro: don't give up, you have options. So there you have it, your options if your new home turns out to be a lemon. It's a tough situation, but with the right steps, you can work towards a resolution. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. And as always, leave any questions or comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.